You can transform your life in 30 days, and I'm gonna tell you how. The first thing you need to do is set clear soul aligning intentions. So you gotta remember, keep in mind that transformation, first of all, it doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't start with a to-do list technically. It starts with clarity. Like, you have to ask yourself, who do I want to be in 30 days, and what do I want in 30 days from now? And the more specific you are and emotionally connected to your vision that you are, the stronger the commitment, the better the outcome. See, you have to basically take those intentions, and you have to write them down. But you have to be real, you have to be honest, you have to be specific. Don't just be throwing spaghetti at the wall. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna end up losing yourself that way. You hear me? Like, be realistic. What's motivation to you? Why you doing it? You know what I mean? And that's the part of it that your soul has to be aligned with it. A lot of people start these transformations with no clear agenda. They just wake up one day and say they want X with no clear path and understanding to how to do it. It's just something they saw on social media, so they want to do it. And what you're going to do is be intentional about this thing. You know what I mean? The next thing you have to do when transforming your life for these next 30 days, or for 30 days, whenever you decide to embark on that journey, is you have to define your non-negotiables every single day. What are those daily non-negotiables that you just won't, that you're gonna hold yourself to? You're not gonna you know what I'm saying, backslide on them, or cheat yourself. You hear me? Like, it could be one or two things, or even more. You know what I'm saying, that you gonna do or not do every day. No excuses. What are those things that you're gonna do every day? No excuses. No matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter how exhausted, no matter what mood you're in, whether you sad, you happy, you might be a little depressed. What are those non-negotiables? Because with those non-negotiables, excuse me, they build that discipline, they build that identity much faster and easier than, like, you waking up every day winging it. You got to have a plan to put in motion instead of just like going with the wind. That's how you get off track and you lose yourself during this process, during this transformation. It's like you wake up every day, and today is something new. So yesterday it was, oh well, you know, I'm like I'm gonna get up every day at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do no screen time or whatever. And then tomorrow, because 8 o'clock was a little too hard, you switched it to like 10 o'clock. Oh, I'm not gonna do no screen time for hours starting at 10 o'clock. Like, no, like, you have to like figure out those morning mindset check-ins. You have to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it can be anything. It could be not checking social media first thing in the morning. It could be getting movement first thing in the morning. Like, once you get up, you hear me? Like, you give yourself 20 minutes to stretch. You don't have to do like a full-blown workout, but just get your body going, get the blood flowing, exercise. And I wouldn't even call stretching really exercise, but just kind of loosen yourself up and prepare yourself for that day. Like, that's good examples. You hear me? Like, you don't want to be winging it every day, because you're gonna lose yourself. It's gonna be hard for you to stay on track if you don't stick to something, if you don't have those non-negotiables at the beginning. So on day one, you figure out what your non-negotiables are, and you run with those, and you stick to it. Now, if you want to add additional things as you go on in this transformation, that's completely fine. But don't take stuff off because it's a little uncomfortable, it's too hard. No, if you tell yourself day one, every day I'm gonna do a digital detox hour. I'm not gonna get on social media for the first hour that I wake up in the morning. I don't care if you're waking up at 8 o'clock, 6 o'clock, or 10 o'clock. And if you say that on day one and that's what you're gonna do it for those 30 days. Period. And that's just a small example. You heard me? Like, the next thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to rewire and rewrite your mind with like just new everything. You heard me? Like, you have to read a little bit. You're going to have to listen a little bit more. You hear me? It's easy to plug in something on your phone to get results for something. You know what I mean? Instead of like actually picking up something and actually reading it. Stop getting the cliff notes for everything. Read the entire article. Read the entire, thing that you're trying to learn about. Stop doom scrolling and watch content when you're on social media that matches what you got going on in your transformation and where you're trying to go. If your transformation for 30 days is you want to lose 15 pounds, then it's probably not a good idea for you to watch mukbangs on social media. Watch all of these food videos. Instead, what you should be doing and watching is people that have transformed their bodies in 30 days, a year. Those things that are motivational to you and inspirational to you. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position to backslide because you watching somebody eat a bucket of KFC. But that's just you have to rewire and reroute your mind because you don't want to get stuck and go back into old habits and things like that. The next thing is, and this goes for so much, and I say this so much in my content, it's journal your daily things, track your patterns and your habits and things like that. Also affirmations, visualizations, and in silence. You know what I mean? It all fuels that reset that we need sometimes. It all fuels that reset that we need. So I encourage you to take some time every single day to figure out everything. Where your energy going. You hear me? You have to figure out where your energy going. The next thing you need to do is you need to remove what doesn't serve you. And I said this in a previous video. You have to identify the things that's draining you, whether that's bad habits, relationships, or even sometimes our routines. Sometimes our routines that worked for us at one point no longer work for us now. And that's one of the hardest things to get away from because it's a lot of times we have this mentality of if it's not broke, don't fix it. But in reality, sometimes it no longer serves you. So even though that relationship is still cool, even though the routine still works, does it serve you? Is it elevating you or is it keeping you kind of in the same place, stagnant because you've been doing the same routine no matter what it is? You've been doing that same routine for 3 to 5 years now. You have to make a commitment to replacing certain people, certain things with stuff that aligns with the transformation that you are trying to obtain. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. This transformation is going to cost you something. It's going to cost you to commit to new relationships, new routines, new challenges, and new ideas. Again, nothing may be wrong with what you got, but it may not be what you need in this moment, because where you going and who you want to become doesn't align with the programs that you have set for yourself where you are. Point blank, period. You know, you have to take these next 30 days and remove like those leaks, those things that like just don't really fit and mesh with you and mesh with what you got going on. You hear me? Like, it may not feel good, it may be uncomfortable. However, it's necessary, because you got to remember, you have something in mind. You see it, you have a vision in mind. You see yourself a certain way, a certain place, doing certain things in 30 days. If it doesn't align, you have to let it go. If it's not making you better, you have to change it. And the last thing I want to talk about that you have to do is you have to stay accountable. You have to hold yourself to a different level of accountability. You have to reflect every week. This is not just your normal 30 days. You got to remember, this is a transformation of 30 days. You're trying to do something. So you have to hold yourself to a different standard, to a certain standard. You know, think about subscription tiers where it's like the trial plan, the free plan, and then there's like silver and gold and platinum and diamond. Like, you have to figure out what tier are you on now and what tier do you want to go to. If you're trying to get to that diamond status, it's going to require you to hold yourself to a certain standard. That looks like weekly check-ins with yourself, and being honest. Or it can be with somebody you trust. But again, you got to be honest. Like, did you keep your word to yourself for that week? Did you do everything that you set out to do that's in alignment with your 30-day transformation? Or did you fall short in some areas? It's okay if you do, but you have to be real about it and then tell yourself, okay, well, I'm not going to let that happen again. I recognize, you hear me? I recognize where I went wrong, what I did wrong, and this is how I'm fixing it. This is my plan to change that. You have to be honest with yourself. Like, you have to, figure out what's working, what's not working, and what's kind of You hear me? Like, all of those things matter when you transform it, because when you're on a transformation journey. Let's just say your transformation journey again is to lose 10 pounds. The first week you did your thing. You found some meal plans and stuff like that, and it was still it wasn't working for you. So you go back to the drawing board, make a shift. Okay, that meal plan didn't work, but I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna try to do this meal plan, but I'm still focused. I'm still on it. You hear me? Like, figure out what's uncomfortable and how you're gonna deal with being uncomfortable. Are you gonna give up, or are you gonna embrace it and be like, you know what? It's uncomfortable, but this is how I'm gonna deal with that. You hear me? Like, you have to hold yourself accountable. Check in with you. Are you good? You hear me? Like, reflection and accountability is what real growth happens. That's what real growth happens. Like, once you lock in and tell yourself that no matter what, I'm sticking to this thing, I'm seeing this thing through to the end, the transformation happens. You're going to look up in 30 days and be like, you know what? I did that. I'm proud of me. I stuck to it. Because for years, you've told yourself that you was on, I'm about to lock in and, I'm going to transform my life. And then, like, within a week, 2 weeks, because you don't see certain results, you didn't get certain opportunities, things didn't come in fast enough, you throw in the towel, like, oh, well, it is what it is. But this time you stick to it. This time you actually lock in for those 30 days. You hold yourself accountable. Watch things change. Watch things change. You got this. I believe in you. You got to believe in yourself. You hear me? So I thank you for tuning in to another episode of A Quick Little Word Podcast. I'm your boy, Chris Wright. As always, check the descriptions for everything you need. Facients.com is the clothing brand. Be sure to check that out. Get you something nice. My book is also linked. It's pretty much just a daily read, or you can read through it in one sitting, but it's kind of a daily motivational book. You can take a chapter a day, give yourself a little oomph every day, you hear me? And then also, like, just check out all my other socials. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share this with somebody who may need to see this and hear this message. And until next time, peace, love, and happiness.